Hi everybody, how's it going? Cosmic Turtle here, bringing you a playthrough video, part 1 of a playthrough, and this is going to be for the Xbox One version of Bastion. I've never played Bastion, I've never got it on 360. I know that it's supposed to be a fantastic game, great reviews and everything. I know that it's supposed to be a very funny narrator talking as we do stuff all the time. Other than that, world or something. Call it generated world or something, maybe. Well, I know very little or nothing of the story, so how would I show that?
Proper story's supposed to start at the beginning. Ain't so simple with this one. Now here's a kid whose whole world got all twisted, leaving him stranded on a rock in the sky. He gets up, sets off for the Bastion, where everyone agreed to go in case of trouble.
Interesting how it just starts up like that.
Ground forms up under his feet as it pointing the way. He don't stop to wonder why.
Oh yeah, I do.
And then he falls to his death. I'm just fooling.
Okay.
Finds his lifelong friend just lying in the road. Well, it's a touching reunion. He sees what's left of the rippling walls. Years of work undone in an instant. In the calamity. That a survivor? No, ma'am. It's a gas fella, forced out from underground. Kid pops him good. Fella got a piece of him, though. Kid just rages for a while. An old repeater falls out of the sky. Ain't a gift from the gods, but it'll have to do. Gotta hold her still to spin up the chamber. Kid's worked up quite a thirst by now, so that fountain looks real inviting. Sometimes you just need a drink. A school of squirts tunnels up around them. Must have fled here from the mines.
Saloon.
He sets foot inside one of Zealandia's famous watering holes. Inside's old Rondi, the bartender. The calamity got him before his drinking did. Then Kid finds his trusty shield.
But I used a shield then.
But just as he's getting a handle on it, the security takes him for a petty thief. Rondi always wanted his ashes scattered here. Special delivery. Gas fellas. Windbags start turning up for last call. More squirts start coming out of the woodwork. A big old fella pops out in front of the kid. Then windbags are playing for keeps. Kid sees the way to the Bastion out the window. It's a bit of a drop.
Window. Oh, we're here.
He gets a good look at things on his way down. He lands on top of a breaker's bow, and it ain't broke. Kid spies a good perch for some target practice. He knows he should draw the string all the way back. Good news is the emergency defenses still work. Bad news is they're aiming for the kid. Up a few pointers from a dusty old tome. He's a mighty fast learner. Kid better watch his step. Finds the distillery right next to the arsenal. Tough part of town. The arsenal's where the kid can pick the best tools for the job.
Elevator of the boat. Break it. Oh, okay. Let's go for you since that seal I'm not going to be killed.
One sip of the spirits in that distillery, and the kid'll feel like a new man. Some of them squirts birthing like crazy in a couple of corn bins. ferry barge sends the kid on his way.
We activate the switch.
The Bastion's real close now. Takes a chunk of alloy. Smell of barley and spoiled blueberries fills the air. Scumbags. Kid maybe shouldn't have done what he just did. Rob's a scumbag of his last meal. Kid puts him out of his misery. Finds the core to the wharf district. He steals the city's heart. Might as well. Kid has a feeling he better get a move on. The place is starting to fall. See, that core Kid took was the only thing making this particular rock stay afloat. Kid just keeps running. At last, the Skyway's in sight. Whisks him where he needs to go.
Useful at the Bastion. Okay.
Now the kid sees something stranger still. His mind races.
The stranger. Complete the walk.
Did anybody else survive? Sure enough, he finds another. He finds me.
Oh.
We talk for a spell. All I tell him is to set that core of his on the monument there, then watch.
Okay.
There's a bit of the Bastion's power in that crest, enough to point the way to the cores.
Cool, cool. Cool down here.
And just like that, the Bastion comes alive.
Ooh.
Starts growing again, growing stronger. Kid's gotta put its power to good use. Now the Bastion can send him even farther into the wild unknown. Kid ponders what to build. Bastion ain't gonna build itself. Well, not entirely. Ain't always much to say. Bastion's a place of peace, but we can hold our own if we have to. Ain't much kid can't handle with hammer and bow in hand. Kid don't know what's out there waiting for him. The Skyway. Now the kid can ride the wind to distant lands.
Area clear. That's the best. Moving. Let's try that. See, in the loading screen, his arms look normal.
The breakers used to come here for target practice. Used to play a little game. See who could bust the most targets in the fewest shots. He's focused, he's armed, and he's off. Perfect shot just happens in a flash. Kid ain't done bad at all.
Let's find a lab. Let's try again. How do I like have a rematch?
Kid ain't had enough of the breakers' barracks.
Okay, so I gotta get. Let's try with less than 10 shots. Oh, I have to get the bow again. Let's try this one again.
Takes practice, and a mighty strong bow helps too. Time. Let's just continue on. He returns with some of the materials we need.
What have I got to get first prize in that?
Sometimes a single look says it all.
Maybe this time isn't one of those times. Let's go here then. Nothing wrong with a few passive bonuses.
Now he lands at the intersection between bad and wrong.
Awkwardly
Bought a be a core down one of these twisted streets. But which one? He heads for the squirt steps. Won't be no field trip this time. Scumbag can digest just about anything. Except for this. It's quick for slicing and light enough to throw. They say even the most rambunctious squirts can be tamed. No sign of the core here. At least the kid got something for his trouble. Them squirts just don't know when to quit. He heads for the east side, where windbags used to keep the local forge. Somehow that old forge is still standing. Inside the forge, Kid can fine-tune those instruments of his. With a good length of meat gut, that bow's like new again. Core ain't here neither, so he's gotta guess again. Up north is where the gas fella foreman used to live, tending to his flock. No whack gas fellas all dress alike. Kids wondering the same thing. And there it is, but it's locked down tight in an alloy cage. A blustery old foreman's keeping his fellas in check, almost like he's showboating for the crowd. Kid ain't about to pass out in the middle of the workman ward. And now there's a new marshal in town. He hears the whole place groan, but it's too tough to fall. Might as well check the other side streets before leaving this hole. He heads for the biggest dump in town. Scumbag Alley. Some scumbag still feeding off the city's own trash. And there he is, the oldest scumbag of them all, Gershel. The calamity ain't done much for Gershel's sunny disposition. Kid cuts up Gershel like a pineapple. Old scumbag didn't feel a thing. Kid's ready to go, and his ticket out's right where he started. The rest of the path is gone for good, and his city crest won't bring it back. He comes back, just like I knew he would. The core hums in his pack. The monument's calling for it. The windbags used to be alright. Then the calamity took the floor out from under him. What else is there to say? Kid does it again. Only fair he decides what we build next.
Okay, cool. So I still have the opportunity.
A lot of things need fixing up in this world, and we can start right here. The little Zolwood oil and that blade shines like a light.
So I choose not to upgrade something.
Kid's lifelong friends looking fit to keep on fighting.
It's not the end. Upgraded that bow.
Picked up traces of other cores while the kid was out.
Let's try this one again. See if we can get first place. Again. Come on, let's do this. Okay, so I gotta get it right at the very start of the power shot. And this really is gonna be my last one. I'm gonna do it off camera after this if I can't get it. There we go.
Solid performance.
Second prize. Five or fewer. 1, 2. So basically, to get it perfect, you have to just hit every shot. Take out at least. So you'd have to take out the 3 by here, the 4 by here, or 3, depending on if you start on the left or the right first. 3 by here, and then again 3 or 4 by there, and then the 1 by here. So you'd have to just get every shot perfect. So pretty fair, I think. it's difficult, but it's not within, it's not like ridiculous. This way. Well, that means there are 11 women, or does those extra boarded ones open up? Give me 16. So what we got here? The melting pot. The sundown path. Let's go for the melting. Secret skills are powerful, but require the black bottle.
In better days, the melting pot was sealed tighter than the skin on a squirt. Of all the plans to survive the calamity, it had to be stab weeds.
Fell through the floor.
Blasted things hurt like a broken heart. If there's a core, he figures it ought to be deeper down. He cuts down every stab weed like there's gonna be a prize for it.
Isn't that? It would be funny if there was an achievement for doing that. Oh. I'm just getting along because it hurt.
Core stuck inside one of those fancy cages.
What's this?
Some of the stuff lying around was downright dangerous. No breaking a cage like that, but the kid tries anyway. Gotta find a way to spring it open. He throws a switch. Now what could possibly go wrong?
Probably.
Quite a bit, as it turns out. The cage starts lifting from the core ever so slow. All Kid can do
Money.
is wait. Shipments start falling in.
Oh, that.
Not every squirt's born bad. Some spring to the kid's defense. Judging by the movement of the cage, it's gonna take a little while. Scumbags don't take kindly to interlopers. Even some gas fellas take his corner. Heard it pop that mean old foreman. At this rate, maybe 5 more minutes. Maybe 30. Hard to tell. stewards get real territorial around a core. Then a shipment of free samples shows up. One thing's for sure, that cage is awful heavy. It's a troublesome scene to be sure. It ain't all bad, as a kid finds some spices from the motherland, tax-free. Left, and the core goes free. 10, 9, 8, 7, give or take a few seconds. Finally, the core's within reach. And done. He's got it. Just gotta get to the nearest barge. I still remember the look on his face after that one. The old world's finished, but the new world's just getting started. Makes time to sample spirits from my personal supply.
Just 10% critical chance. Absorbs 3 fragments. I assume that means that you only get 1 per level up.
Fetching fizz is like a mouthful of nails, but the benefits are worth it.
Something nasty. Double clip. That's a useful one. I afford it.
Turns out those old bones still have some spark in them. Windbag Ranch was built for gathering squirt extract and copious supply. Ain't nothing more healthful.
Look how he just drops to the floor.
Some folks showed up to make a fast buck with nothing but a knife. Other folks came to train their throwing arms. Slippery little devils. Still others use the place to test their finest blades.
Oh my days. I knew that was gonna happen. The last one's dead.
Kid cuts all of them down soon enough.
Third prize. 2 minutes. Wow, that's 39 seconds off. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to upgrade that knife before I can do that one, because I assume they designed that way to be that
Kid comes
not
back from
impossible,
Windbag Ranch, smelling good and ripe.
but very awkward to apply to. Oh, not really.
War machetes are so quick, you gotta keep a good grip on them.
100% critical hit damage.
Folks voyaged across the boundless sea to found Celandia. It was good living here for a while. We ain't much for pleasantries.
Okay, I gave him. What did giving him that do? Doesn't tell you which levels you've done. Like of the proving grounds, that is. Like which prizes I mean.
Couples used to walk the sundown path. Kid ain't here for pleasure, though. But then, somebody gets to the core before the kid.
Oh.
Floor starts giving way under the lightest step. A single panic squirt could bring the whole place down.
Yeah, that magnet was a very good idea. I probably never do half a level
Right
now.
into the old world
Still want
rage.
some experience.
Stray valuables are lying everywhere. Kid thinks twice about risking his hide for it. Well, the path ain't exactly open to visitors no more. Security's all fired up. See, the path was intended for leisurely strolling and such.
Yeah, I get it. Go to this swine.
Sky bridges link the path together. One of them bridges whips the
Oh,
kid
that's cool.
along. Finds a spyglass, like the ones they'd use to search the stars. Air travel always was an iffy proposition.
Not that I can imagine that doing anything other than just being used to create a weapon.
Quick and
Ah.
careful is the only way to go.
Roll away.
The calamity
Oh,
changed
yeah.
everything,
Money.
even where the wind blows.
Oh crap.
Well, if we mastered the winds in the old days, we can do it again. But the question is,
Can we really? My question anyway.
who else could have taken the core? Well, ain't no survivor stole the thing.
Die!
Scumbag ate it by mistake. Tough break.
Yeah, he died.
Unlike the kid, that core ain't coming back. No, they used to ship live munitions down the path.
And grenade. Oh,
These wires to toss those things pretty far away.
yeah, I do like all just the little secrets in this game.
Even gas fellas need some shut-eye from time to time. They get real cranky when you wake 'em up.
So those guys sleep in a box.
In all this toil, Kid keeps coming back to an overwhelming question.
What
Who
happened
else
to
could
my
have survived
monkey?
the calamity?
Looks like a monkey with a Charmander's tail, but a monkey version of his tail. It looked like he had a little flame on top.
So he didn't find the core that time, but that ain't about to stop us.
No? Okay, so we have 2 weapons and a grid. Do a little spin.
We could always see the stars. We just never could reach them, no matter how high we built. We talk a little here and there.
Look at this, what? Just finding that spyglass literally just lets him say that and that alone. That's the only purpose for it. Right, yeah, that's going to be the end of my first part of my Bastion playthrough. I have no idea how long this game is, so I'm not sure if it's going to be a long series or a short. But, you know, we'll find out. But I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please like and subscribe, and I shall catch you next time. So take care, guys.